Hey guys, Liquidfire here. Thanks for joining me again tonight. We are obviously back in BULT again, and I noticed something in here that I wanted to try. There's an alarm clock. All right, so let me bring up my translator here. That says alarm clock. And now you have an alarm. So if I hit E, well, let me try that again. All right, so you have an alarm clock, but I don't know how you... I guess it's just showing what the real time is in game. I thought that maybe you could use it to change time or something. Because you can lay down in bed and go to sleep. And then wake back up. And now look at the time. It's 2 o'clock. So I don't know how you control how long you sleep. I can't seem to change that. But we went from 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. So I think you can at least change time to an extent anyway. But I don't know. And again, this is not the game version that's going to go live. This is an extremely old alpha version that's been given to me to play around in. So we're going to run up here further. Actually, we're going to go into the woods here first. I wanted to show something. Alright, so we're just going to walk a little bit. You see that stick? Oh, that one didn't do it. Alright, well, some of these sticks there we go. So that loud cracking noise, which I guess I've broke it to where it won't do it anymore, will actually spook the birds and stuff. There's another one. So when you're walking through the woods, you have to actually watch where you're stepping. I don't know, maybe I'm not stepping on these, or if it's just the bigger ones that do it. But just like the taller grass... Well, hang on, I hear something. It sounded like a chicken. I've never been in these woods, so I don't know. Maybe there's birds up in here. Definitely sounded like a chicken pocket. See, now I'm going to have to dodge that because yeah, there's something up here. I just don't know the bird sounds well enough to know what it is. So we're definitely going to dodge those sticks. I'm probably stalking up on some bird that you can't even claim. Or I've already spooked it. because things are very, very spooky in here. Oh, I'm stuck on something. There we go. I'd like to hear whatever it was again. Alright, I hear a little songbird off to the right. I don't see anything up in the tree. Well, now it sounds like it's behind me. Oh, now that was a duck. I heard him. That sounds like a woodpecker pecking. He's not pecking very fast, if that's what it is. But that's exactly what it sounds like. I don't see any birds on the ground. I bet that's what I'm... Yeah, 100% a woodpecker. That's exactly what it is. I just don't see him. How cool is that? And it actually sounds like a woodpecker. Like, legitimately, you hear that, you know that sound. I don't see him. So that must have been the woodpecker making noise up in here. Alright. I don't think we can hunt woodpeckers. But yeah, that's a woodpecker. For sure. That's pretty cool. I wonder if this stuff makes more noise. I haven't noticed it. It doesn't seem to. That's pretty cool. So, I've been talking about it in Discord. I was hunting the other night, and all of a sudden a giant freaking helicopter starts flying in. So, completely ambient. I hear, the thump, 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 thump from the distance, and it keeps getting louder and louder and louder. And next thing I know, there is a giant freaking helicopter buzzing basically right over top of me. It was pretty cool. Just looking to see if I see anything flying. What's this? Oh, there's another boat. Let's walk up here and look at this. Maybe I should drag the boat down to the water for this hunt. Looks like some sort of little corral. So that's a bunch of water up through there. Um, yeah, let's drag it over there. I don't see the oar. Oh, yeah, right there it is. Okay. Or paddle, I guess. All right. So we're just going to go up this little river and see what we see. So you can still bring up your weapon. So I can bring up my binos. And they do wobble around because you're on a boat. Now, what's that say? There's a way to bring up the rifle. I know I can. So there's my light. That's the stick. There's something you have to do to bring up the rifle, and I don't remember what it is. I'm trying different stances and stuff. I can't remember how to do it. Alright, so there's directions. We're going to break out the instructions. Give me just a minute here. I gotta find the one that says boat. It's a fifth one down. Okay. So you can move the boat with the E button. You can get out of the boat with the space bar. Is it the space bar? Push to stand up. Push off. Yeah, we know how to do that. To equip a gun in the boat, press the right mouse button to enter firing mode. And then any movement key to put it back. All right. There we go. Hitting the right mouse button brings it out. You're limited to how far you can go. Movement buttons don't... Oh, what's that? Oh, I forgot you can bring up the quick inventory thing. That's the Q button. I don't know what G does. Oh, it brings up your back. All right. Which I will be using at some point. But the right button on the mouse actually puts the rifle back or shotgun back down. This was not where I was planning on going. And I'm just using the forward arrow key just to move forward and shifting a little left and right to steer. But mainly you just point where you want to go and press forward and it'll kind of take you where you're going. And if you let off, you drift. I mean, it's got good motion physics. You continue moving on. Now you're limited to how far you can turn to look and stuff. I don't know how far up in here this goes. May not go very far. I don't think you guys have seen the boat other than just in that first video anyway. Nah, that's all the further it goes. Oh, there's a bird somewhere. It's over here to my left. I can't turn. Yeah, he's already gone. Alright, let's see if we can turn this thing around. Alright. Oh. Using reverse to turn so you can turn quickly. So we're going to just try to follow this back down to the main lake, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, right there's a muskrat. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Muskrat, beaver, I don't know. I think it's a muskrat. I'm not going to shoot him anyway. We'll try to run up on him and see what happens. But we'll just follow this back down to the main lake and then... Whoa, what in the world is that? Alright, I don't know what's going on here. I think Loch Ness is about to come get me. Holy Hannah. Alright. Looks like the displacement for the boat is in front of the boat right now. Oh, did you hear that? Holy cow, they added in the bumping into the bottom of the boat. No, I didn't bump him that time, apparently. That's insane. This game just keeps blowing me away with the little attention to detail, or attentions to detail. I don't know how to say it the right way, but it just, every time I turn around, there's some little something that just kind of shocks you. So I had intended on buying a collar and some decoys the other day after a hunt. And I picked up a bunch of decoys because I thought the collar was $1,500. I picked up a bunch of decoys because I thought they were more expensive. So I have a handful of decoys. I got some mallards and some teals and maybe something else I can't remember. I don't think this is going to go all the way to the lake. Maybe through here. Anyway, so I bought those. And then I went to go buy the one of the bird collars. And it wasn't $1,500. It was 15,000 or rupees or whatever. Oh, I bet I can't take this thing past this. I'll have to portage around this. Alright. See if we can get up here. Now there's a way you can push off with a stick. I don't remember what it is, but I don't think I need it. Should be able to just stand up, get out, pull it. So we'll just portage around this log. Let's see if I can push it. I don't need my gun. Go away. The pushing logic could use a little help. Or I could use some skill and experience doing it. Give it one more push. Alright. Now we can get down to the lake. And I know it looks like I'm swapping left and right and all that. Right now I'm literally just pressing the W button on the keyboard to let it go forward. So they've done an excellent job of having it, track left and right as you're paddling. Oh, wait a minute. Oops. Is that a bird? I can't bring up my binoculars. Alright, something's bugged here. So I can bring it up like this, but I can't bring it up to shoot. I just hit my space bar to see if I could reset it. Those are definitely birds, but I can't bring up anything to do anything. Alright. We're just going to get out of here and try to do so without spooking these birds. We're not in a good place. I should have went to the other side. See if I can see these guys even. I can barely see them. And I don't have waterproof boots, which you can buy. So if I get in there very much, I'm going to end up getting wet and shivery. There's definitely a duck there. Good Lord. I didn't think that one would make so much noise. So my instinct is to stand up to get a better view, but I know if I do that, they're going to spook off. So I think I'm just going to try to get a little further around and try to take a shot at these two over here on the right. So I got him. Oh, we got some more over here. I wonder if they're closer. We're going to try these guys. Oh, we got one. I may have hit that other one. Alright, we definitely dropped this guy. I thought that I hit another one, but I guess not. Well, we got one anyway. Let's get our stick out and pull him in. I didn't put far enough. Oh my gosh. The stick is sideways. Oh, we still got him. Oh, well, we had him for a second. May have been pulling too fast. I don't know. Should have just backed up with it. It was working. I need a retrieving dog. We're just going to back up and pull it. Alright, good enough. Let's go pick this guy up. Alright, another little mallard. Almost 500 bucks for him. Not a ton, but... Alright, we're going to get back in the boat and go set up some, Well, am I in? I'm not in. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go, if I can get this thing going. Alright, so we're going to go on down here and set up some decoys and a blind. I don't have a collar, so I don't know how much it's going to matter, really. But I wanted to showcase it, so I thought you guys would like to see how that works. It's the middle of the day now where I slept, so it's probably not going to be all that effective. No. Wow, that was only like, 30 seconds too late before I finally got the right keys to do it. Alright. Had I not pulled up the binoculars first, I'd have been okay. Mike could have had a shot. So I'm going to set up some decoys around here somewhere. I think we'll go a little further forward. Set them up like in here. I've never tried it from the boat. Alright. So you bring up your pack How did I bring up my pack? I don't remember. Alright. And then you pick whatever it is you're going to be using. In this case, we're using these blinds, or these birds. And this is to use, I don't remember the correct word. So now I have these guys, and I can just chuck them. Oh, I got it into the... You can use this to push off. That wasn't what I wanted to do, though. I wanted to... Why are you sitting with your head down? That's not what you're supposed to do. Alright. Throw this one out this way. We'll have to bring up some more. So those are 2 singles I had. Oops. I keep forgetting which button I have to hit to do stuff. Alright, now I'll be able to throw 5 of these out at once. So we'll kind of chuck them in different directions. We'll move the boat. I don't know why those are all sitting nose down. I didn't have that the other day. They were all sitting correctly. That must be a bug. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it matters a ton anyway. We'll spin the boat around. And then we'll put some more out this way. Alright, so this is not looking really good for the game, where they're all sitting nose down. Maybe it's something I'm doing. I don't know. When I set them out the other day, well, let me see if I can pick one up. I don't know how. Yep, I picked one up. So when I set them out off of the ground over here, they laid just fine. So maybe it's something to do with being in a boat. I don't know. Alright. So there's my little ducks. So we're going to set this one. Well, he landed fine. Not very far away, but he landed fine. Let me pick him up. So I don't know what's going on. That's the way they all were the other day. Those are all with their heads down. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the deeper water. I have them too far out. I don't know. I've never set ducks before, so no clue. Anyway, so there's that. So you bring up your inventory, you click on it, you right click and you select to use or whatever this stands for, I don't remember. And that's how you select them, and then you just use your left mouse key to toss them out. Now for the blind, it's similar. You select to activate it, and then you just pick your... I got the headlamp on. First stick the ground, then you walk. That's as far as you can make it. Son of a gun, you ripped it? I didn't know you could even rip it. What's that say? Holy hell. I didn't get to see what it said. I also didn't know you could rip it. I gotta turn that light off. That's driving me insane. Alright. I guess I'll be buying a new one. What the hell? Yeah. Wow. Alright. Huh. Talk about the little details. And I can't even like pick it up or anything. It's done. Well, now I have no blind. I'll have to go buy a new blind. But what you would have done is it's like a 5-piece. So you set your first piece here, you come down here, stop when it starts doing the stretching sound, press your left key, left arrow, left mouse. That puts that stake in the ground. Then you go over here, put that stake over here, put that stake over here. Oh, hang on, I got a bird somewhere. Where the heck is he at? He's not out here, is he? No, those are all my decoys. I don't know. Anyway, you just go through, make your stake, and it puts up a perimeter around you. Then you go inside of it, and while you're squatted down, you're hidden. And now I'm going to have to buy a new blind. I don't know where that bird was. So something that I've noticed, at least so far in the hunts I've done, is you actually have a lot more activity early of the morning and late of the evening. So that's why I was doing the early morning hunt and playing around with the alarm, set me to midday. Or at least in this area. There's tons of other places you can go. And I'm really disappointed with how those did. I don't know if it's because I set them so far out or what. But they're all nose down. I'm more upset that I just destroyed my blind. Oh well. Alright, well, I'll pause things here and wait around to see if any birds come, other than ravens. We don't care about them. And if we get to shoot something, then we'll throw it in here. If not, we'll wrap it up or something. Alright, guys, so, well, oh, hang on. Oh, I just completely missed. Got him. Let's go pick him up real quick. So what I was saying is I actually restarted the hunt. Alright. I restarted the hunt since nothing was coming. And I wanted to show you guys how to put up the blind. And I learned 2 more things. So let me see if there's any more birds over here. No. So the first thing I learned is if you run, I showed you guys earlier that you can get fatigued and you'll start breathing hard and all that. But if you run far enough, he gets fatigued to the point where he just slows down and doesn't really go much further, which is pretty cool. So we'll see if we can get that to happen. We'll try to run across this without falling, hopefully. Alright, so he's going to start breathing harder. Now, I'm not moving my mouse at all. I'm just running straight forward at this point. Okay, you hear the harder breathing. The camera's really starting to get more and more shaky. Have to dodge this pond. Now he's going to start slowing down here in a minute. Oh, I've got that light on again. See how he's slowing down now? So you can't just run forever in this game. He recovers pretty quickly though. And that flashing, so I got the light. So let me turn it off. If I can remember how. There we go. I had it on strobe for whatever reason. It has strobe. And there he's coming back down. And we're good again. So you can... Well, there was a cuckoo. Don't have those guys around here. So in the last two little runs, we ran into a woodpecker and a cuckoo bird. Anyway, so I learned that. The other thing I learned is you can set up your decoys and your blind to hotkeys so that when you press a button, you can bring up your blind or you can bring up your decoys to toss. So we're going to go set them up again just so I can show you how to set up the blind. And maybe we'll get lucky and find some more to shoot, and maybe I can hit them. We're just going to set up down here near the mouth of this creek. And I'm not trying to take the boat out or anything. I'm just going to toss them. I'll just walk out into the water a little bit and toss them. Now, I don't know personally if there's a good technique for the spread. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, muskrat. Like in real life, I don't know if there's a technique to how far they should be spread out, if that's replicated in game or anything or what. So I'm just going to chuck them out here. I don't know. It's not the mouth of a creek. We're just going to put them out right here. So go ahead and flip on the birds. And I'm going to walk out into the water and get wet and cold a little bit. That's fine. Well. Apparently I only set it up for one bird. Alright. Got some more work to do with figuring that out. I thought it would just do all of them. I was wrong. So I've got teals and mallards, so I'm just checking them all out. Alright, so you'll notice this time they are sitting the way they're supposed to. Now I'm cold and wet. I'll warm up, that's fine. Now we're going to set this blind up, and we're not going to destroy it because it cost me like 4,500 bucks. Really disappointing. Alright, so we're just going to put a corner in here. I stop when it makes that noise. I don't think I made a very good blind, but whatever. So I'm going to take it to about here. Alright. So there's my little makeshift blind. I can squat down. Now I'm hidden. There's all my decoys. Got an empty shell floating in the water. I've never tried to warm up while sitting still. I know that I can run around and it'll warm up, but I assume sitting still to warm up too. Alright, guy, you're about to be warm. I can just feel it. Now, again, I don't expect that this is really going to help any. I don't think birds are just going to come in and land. They may. I don't know. But I wanted to show them actually sitting the right way. Yeah, so he's almost warmed all the way back up now. So it's not too big of a deal to go get wet. Now, I'm sure if you stay in long enough, you'll pass out or something. You go in too far, you probably drown. So that looks like a couple ducks right there. I mean, it's too far to shoot, but there's a couple there. Oops. I'm still figuring out all the different buttons. I got it on my cyborg. So some of them are pretty natural. You know, I've got my binoculars set in the same spot as normal. My rifle comes up. My stick comes up next, and then I flip my light on to strobing off. And now I've got, of course, my reload, but I've got the blind and the ducks on another key, or one duck on another key. I think the ducks probably not the best to try to hotkey. Definitely got a few birds over yonder. Oh, I was way behind him anyway. That wasn't a good shot. Neither of those were good shots. I don't know if that's... I don't know what that is. Too far away. But you see how easy it is to not be paying attention everywhere, and all of a sudden, boom, birds are up on you. Now, if I had callers, then I would be trying to call the different birds in, but I don't. Anyway, I'm going to hang out here for a little bit, see if anything happens to come by. Let me get back down. And we'll pause things again. If anything exciting happens, we'll bring it back up. All right, well, I've not had any luck with new birds coming in. These 3 ducks are still over yonder, so I'm going to walk down to this point and see if I can't get lucky and get a shot on one of them. And then we're going to wrap up. And my next hunt, I'm not going to set up the blind and the decoys. I'm going to spend more time walking around trying to get into a good flight path and finding some on some ponds and stuff, just to get enough money to get a collar, and then I can try to call some stuff in. That's actually something I'm really looking forward to, is the calling in this game, because it's not like a lot of games where you just press one button and call. You actually have to work the caller in order to call birds in. I don't know how close I can get to these guys while they're in the water. So I'm just going to go ahead and crouch and work my way over. Get the gun up just in case. Are they offline, or was it just the... Alright, yeah, so they were flying off. Now this guy, I hit him on the water. It looks like he's coming this way. I don't think he's dead. I think there's 2. So I'm going to shoot this guy. And then when this guy gets close, we'll shoot him. So there's some sort of logic that needs a little bit of work, where they tend to swim right towards you sometimes, like these are doing, and you can just shoot them. I don't think that's intended. I'm going to throw a couple at this guy too. I'm going to try to double pop him. Don't know how well that worked. See, he's going to just paddle his way right... Oh, no. Now he's going to do the diving. He'll pop up somewhere here in a minute. We'll try again here. He should pop up somewhere over in here, maybe. Oh, I was way too slow. I got these 2 over here to pick up. Yeah, my feet are wet. God. You gotta be quick when they do this. Oh, that was just badly aimed. Really? That looked like a good shot on him. Maybe you can't kill them when they're doing that. I don't know. We'll go get real wet. Where'd he go? Is he all the way over there? Was that him? I think it was. Yeah, let's go pick these up and get out of here. Oh, there's a little bit of blood on him. I never noticed that. Of course, usually I was trying to read. Alright, I'm good and cold now. Oh, the gun. That was the other thing I wanted to show. I don't think I showed it. But there's 3 positions for the shotgun. So the position it's in now is like kind of your standard walking around. It's there, but it's not really active and ready. So if you try to bring up the shotgun from here, sometimes it comes all the way up. Other times it just goes to this position. So from this position it almost always goes up, but sometimes, and I haven't figured out why, when you first try to bring it up from the other position, it just goes to here. And I've not figured out what exactly I'm doing to make that difference. And it may just be, you know, a little bug in the old game. I don't know. Kind of like the birds coming all the way, swimming all the way to the bank, maybe a bug. I don't know that that's intended. Not sure. Anyway, we're going to wrap this one up and do some more a little bit later on and see if I can get enough to buy a collar. I blew $4,500 on the repurchasing of the blind, so it's going to take a few more kills to make up for it all. All right, guys, we're done. We're wrapped up. Y'all have a good night. God bless and happy hunting.